All right, listen, boys. Welcome back to another video. We're recording live on stream. If you guys did not know, I have a live streaming account. Link in the description below. But there's a ton of World Series of Warzone drama that happened within the last couple of hours. We got to pay attention to this, boys. Look at this. Everybody, and I mean everybody from the Warzone community is pissed off, boys. Look at this. For the first tweet, Modern Warzone comes out. This has already 40,000 views in less than, what, almost 2 hours? I think this might be Activision waving the white flag on World Series of Warzone, to be honest. End of a very short era. Yo, that ain't good. Basically, a lot of Warzone players are feeling this sort of way, right? They feel like Activision's giving up on Warzone and World Series of Warzone. But it's Warzone. Listen. No matter what you think about Warzone, it's still a part of Call of Duty nowadays. And you gotta wish for the best for it, you know? Even though some people want to see it get canceled and destroyed and never be a thing, it's Activision's, you know, baby at this point. But let's see what actually happened here. They tweeted out this: all eyes on World Series of Warzone Global Final, October 1st. 150 of the best players in the world, $1 million prize pool, stream live to YouTube and Twitch. And this is more details right here. And apparently, from the replies that I've been seeing, it's not a LAN anymore. It's not a LAN at all. It's a broadcast-only event. So I don't know if the players are going to be at LAN or not, but if it's an online event, an online tournament, like FNCS from Fortnite, which is like basically Fortnite's World Series of Warzone, how are they going to prevent people from cheating and hacking, right? I don't know if they did like all the qualifiers yet. There's going to be over 50 trios who will compete over a $1 million prize pool. This is bad. The fact that it went from a LAN event to a broadcast-only event is insane. Like, let's just read some of the replies. No crowd and location still not announced is insane. No crowd, even Swag's confused. No crowd, COVID V2 confirmed, streamers we up. What a joke. This game is cooked. There are no dates, places, or crowds. Yep, COD's done. I'm so happy I visited the World Series of Warzone in London and saw my friends. 1 day tourney lands on a Wednesday. I don't know why it is. 125 match point, 4-hour tourney max. Says USA, but haven't given us a spot yet. No live crowd allowed. Broadcast only. World Series, by the way. Yeah. I mean, it's bad. Use me as a dislike button. So as you guys can see, every single reply is roasting these people, man. Wow, what the fuck? Yeah. So for a $1 million prize pool, remember, this is the only event that Call of Duty is going to be running for Warzone for Black Ops 6's life cycle. There's no, you know, weekend tournaments like it's Fortnite. There's no other, like, big tournaments at all. This is it. $1 million at a online-only broadcasted event. And now people are questioning, or they're asking, like, are the players going to be playing from home, or are they going to be playing from the actual event where it's being held, right? So I think it's still a LAN event for the players, but the fact that there's no crowd is crazy. But let me read you guys a few more tweets right here. No crowd, 1 day only, takes place on a Wednesday, middle of the week, by the way. 125 max point, final location still not announced. Warzone is back. What in the mega fuck? This is just bad. Like, why is it on a Wednesday, right? Why is there no crowd available? And why is it taking 1 day only? That's fucked up. That's over 4 hours of playing Warzone straight. Only some people can play it for like an hour. I smell cheating in the future of October. Yep. I don't know if they're still doing qualifiers, but imagine somebody does qualify that was cheating and that they never caught, right? What the fuck are they going to do at LAN, right? And on top of that, if it is a tournament where only players that are qualified for this tournament are at the actual location because there's no crowd, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. Last time, I'm pretty sure it was Adrian or somebody within the Warzone event last year had the wrong PC. They had a completely different GPU and CPU, I'm pretty sure. And then to add on top of that, if it's not a LAN event for the players, it's an online event for literally everybody. The players can play at home. Now you have a huge cheating situation. There's going to be a huge asterisk between everybody that gets like the top 5 to top 10. Literally, Call of Shame is going to be farming people for views and clicks and money, dude. If it's an online event from the crowd, the broadcast, and from actually playing from home. Dog fuck Warzone, yeah. Even Repulse, the guy who has been getting a lot of hate for unbanning people, using his connections to get people that people believe are cheating, right? To get them unbanned. And this basically confirms, if people are thinking that this is the end of World Series of Warzone, the guy only tweeted out, I mean, fuck. It's bad, dude. This guy says, you brought life into the comp scene. I'm sure you can pull something, Unk. Need a pulse check LAN. I vote you to hold something for us to attend. Like, a lot of people are feeling bad for him. because he put his basically heart and soul into Warzone competitive just for them to make it a broadcast only event and on a Wednesday, no matter what, bro. That's crazy. I do feel bad for reposts, no matter what you think. Imagine putting your heart and soul into a competitive esport like Warzone, and then the devs and people that are actually in charge of Warzone don't give a fuck, and they just make the entire World Series of Warzone event, right? A broadcast only event. That benefits him though. He could do his gay watch parties. Well, the thing is, it's like, why last year during Modern Warfare 3 did they do an entire event in LAN at London? Now for this year, for Black Ops 6, which remember, Call of Duty and Activision tweeted out multiple times that Black Ops 6, sales-wise and player number-wise, no matter what you think of the gameplay, and afterwards, they tweeted out during the launch of Black Ops 6 that it was the most successful Call of Duty of all time. So in turn, you would imagine that Warzone is also benefiting from that. So why is it only a broadcast-only event? I do truly believe that this is going to be the end of World Series of Warzone, and they're going to come up with something new for Black Ops 7 or within the next couple of years. And or maybe Blackout is coming back. You never know. But I feel bad for repost, but at the same time, man, oh man, when it comes to actually unbanning people and using his connections to get everybody unbanned, whoever glazes him the most or like is friends with him, because that's what a lot of people say. I understand why people don't really care, but at the same time, his watch parties, etc., they were doing good. They were actually bringing the community together. So when you have somebody that's a central part that does have connections to Activision scene saying, fuck, I think that's a very bad red flag for the future of Warzone competitive. Fuck Blackout. If that happens, I hope COD fails. But we have also It's Hoppa. And I think this goes to show that literally every part of the community, from the actual competitive players that, get called cheaters all the time, to the YYers, to literally everybody, including the hacker hunters. Everybody's complaining about World Series of Warzone this year. Midweek online, no live audience. How in the angry emoji does this happen? Why are people fired? I could run a smoother tournament with my YouTube mods. Oh wait, we effing did. Maybe one day, these dummies will get their shit together. Yeah, dude, it's bad. It's bad. Like, literally everybody from the Warzone community is shitting and angry at Call of Duty, at the devs, at anybody that's making this decision for World Series of Warzone, which is rightfully so. Like, imagine hyping up an entire event, $1 million, right? Having these people play throughout the worst experience ever because of the anti-cheat, because of the amount of cheaters, right? And the fact that the playlist was open for a bit for some of the qualifiers. And then you announce, like, you do all that. You deal with all that. You're expecting, like, a huge LAN event where you can meet people, connect with people. And now they announce that it's not a LAN event anymore for the fans. There's no live crowd. It's only going to be, I'm guessing, the players at the event playing, obviously. But there's going to be no live crowd, no energy. And it's a broadcast-only event. I would be pissed if I was a Warzone competitive player, bro. Or a Warzone pro, if you want to label them that. But literally everybody's shitting on them, and then it gets even worse. People are saying, post content, be personable, stop relying on tournament winnings to pay your bills. It's much less stressful, which is entirely true. If you're a Warzone pro, I feel like this goes to show that, like, yo, you need to have a shift within what your main focus is, and you gotta move on from this competitive Warzone, because even the devs and the people that make the final decision are not clearly reciprocating the love that you have for the game. It's fucked, dude. It's literally like a esports. Like, I'm pretty sure Halo esports just shut down. Halo Infinite esports literally just shut down a couple days ago. But for Warzone, like, this is just a slap to everybody's face. It literally is. Oh my god. It is absolutely insane. Limo, people shouldn't hate on him for getting friends unbanned. They are just jealous. Most of their friends, if not all, have no connections. I don't agree with cheating, but it pays to have friends. Yep, that is true. Networking and connections is everything, man. But it's just a shitty situation, chat, for anybody that's a fan of Warzone. From the players that actually are legit, that are real, right, to anybody that was doing watch parties like Repulse, or to anybody that was a viewer, the fact that there's no longer a LAN event for the fans is ridiculous. If Microsoft didn't purchase Activision for 2,400 COD points and didn't make Activision lay off like 1 billion employees, this game would have gone to shit. That is very true, Easy. But when you got other Warzone creators advocating for the pros to move on from the competitive scene for Warzone, I think that says a lot. And I think this is one of the better replies. D-Modifier says, this shit doesn't get enough hate. Y'all had the peak of online gaming with Warzone 1, got rid of it when no one wanted you to, replaced it with imbecile dog shit, and now we don't even get an event for the biggest BR tournament of the year. Don't you guys make billions every year? Which is fucking true. Yeah, it's cooked, boys. Warzone is cooked. I really do. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually canceled World Series of Warzone for Black Ops 7, or they don't even make an announcement for it. Maybe they just revamp Warzone. Like, from the anti-cheat to the tournaments. Like, even Jake Lucky, who's a big esports guy, says, actually a shame, had so much potential. It's so bad, man. It is so bad. I mean, you get 678,000 views on your tweet and only 622 likes. That goes to show how many people are disagreeing with this, bro. I mean, all in all, I think that this just goes to show the future of competitive Warzone, boys. Even Call of Duty and Activision don't even believe in or trust in it, bro. Fucking sucks, dude. Warzone should be a separate game. I totally agree. Totally agree, man. Totally agree. I feel like it's just too much on the devs. Everyone's working overtime, and on top of that, when you have to deal with so much backlash for a bad anti-cheat, which they should get, right? It does suck, but like, I don't know what they expect when they gave us a shitty product. Are they gonna expect us to just eat it up and just give them a good response? No, we're gonna share that same energy with them.